Studio Mappa, please do not tell me you introduced a beautiful demon girl just to kill her off. Really? Really? Did you really just do that? She got squished like a pancake. Oh my god. Like, that is really, really messed up, Studio Mappa, for doing that. That really is. I was liking her character, I liked her voice actor, design, and all that, and you just kill her off like that. Like, what the? That's messed up! Like I said, that's messed up. So, besides that, Azazel, this man in utter despair. Like, it's not looking too good for this man at all, because he's surrounded, everybody's dead, everybody that he could call allies is dead, basically, and he's about to be killed at the end of the episode. It seems like it's over. I mean, Nina's nowhere technically around, Kaiser's not around at the moment, so it seems really bleak for this man, and the face he made when everybody was dying around him, all that was really tragic and sad. I didn't think I would get those type of emotions from Azazel, like, when he was just sitting there realizing everybody was dying and all that, and I'm thinking, like, what am I supposed to feel in this episode? Because when I really look at the grand scheme of things, let's look at what's happening here, okay? The whole reason this is happening is thanks to a long time ago, the demons, obviously, they are being really cruel to, humanity. Humanity rose up, they destroyed the demon capital, which we know what happened thanks to the start of Season 2, and then enslaved the demons, which in turn the enslaved demons wanted to rebel, which in turn Azazel wanted to save them, which caused this situation, and they killed, innocent people in this episode, and then demons are getting killed as well. So basically, it was like a cycle of death and hatred going on, and so I don't really know if I should feel bad for the demons or feel bad for, humanity. I have no idea. Both sides, in my personal opinion, are in the wrong, and I like the way this series is making me feel that, because even though the king, there's some messed up stuff he's doing, and I don't agree with enslaving the demon race. I don't agree with that at all. All of these problems that have happened are thanks to the cycle of hatred, thanks to, the past, of what the actions have been from previous people that have ruled or whatever, what the demons have done, to humanity, or what humanity has done to the demons. It's been an endless cycle, and that's what's caused all of this, and why certain characters are having to die. And I just feel very sad seeing some of these characters die, and even though, like I said, even Azazel himself, he's in the wrong in a lot of cases, I still feel bad that this man had to watch everybody he cared about just die, because what he's doing this for, why he's standing up, is, in a way, a noble reason. I mean, he wants to save his race. He doesn't want his race to be enslaved, which I can understand that. I completely can understand why he would go that far for his race. But then we gotta think about the actions he did also in the past to humanity. So when you look at all of these things, it's understandable. And just seeing how this man sees everybody cares about just dying and all that, and he feels like he betrayed him, he couldn't, use his end of the deal, for instance, to actually get the Red Dragon to fight, that man must feel absolutely horrible inside, just to have something like that happen. So I feel very bad for him, and I just, when I saw his look of despair, when he was looking at everyone and all that, and he was looking at us, towards the screen, I'm like, that's sad, because this man, he's basically lost all hope. There's, no way he's probably going to be able to get out of this, because, Nina's not going to transform into the Red Dragon. Favreau's nowhere around. Everybody else that's really strong or not there are going to help him. The only one I could see helping him out is Kaiser, but I don't really know if he could really do much, because, all of the soldiers, everybody that's already there, they're way, way too strong. So when you look at all of these things, I just don't think Azazel's going to probably make it out if this continues. He's probably going to die. So, anyways, though, let's talk about the Nina scene with, Azazel. So, Nina, as I suspected, she did not get any feels inside of her. Like, she wasn't thirsty towards Azazel after seeing him in this episode, which makes a lot of sense, because last week's episode wanted to show that Nina was falling in love. She was falling in love with the king and all that, and basically, she no longer wanted just any random person. She wasn't thirsty for a random dude that popped up. She only had her eyes set on the king, which makes a lot of sense. When you fall in love and you have someone you love or you want to be with, you might not be thirsty for everybody else anymore. And so in this case, Nina has changed. She's no longer going after every single person she sees or trying to be shy or hide her face. She's not like that, because she has her eyes set on one individual only. And so because of that, now that made it to where Azazel's, in his position in this episode, but also Nina didn't get used, which I'm very happy for. Even though I feel bad for Azazel, he was trying to do some crusty stuff. I mean, think about it. He was trying to turn Nina into the Red Dragon to kill people against her will. So, when you look at it like that in the grand scheme of things, Azazel kind of messed up there. He shouldn't be using someone against their will to help him out and all that, because he was trying to seduce her. I mean, let's look at that entire scene. I mean, if you analyze that scene, he was clearly trying to seduce Nina, trying to make her fall in love with him, or, you know, blush, get thirsty, and transform into a dragon. I mean, he was hugging her, he was looking at her, he was about to go for a kiss. Obviously, she slammed him up against the wall because she's not having none of that, because she has her eyes set on the king. So when you look at all of these different little things there, Azazel was trying to be crusty. He was trying to be a little bit of a scumbag, but at the same time, I can understand some of his actions. But two wrongs don't make a right, so, yeah. Anyways, though, Nina, I'm glad you didn't get used, and I'm glad you have matured as a character, even though I will miss the thirsty side of her, how she looks and her reactions to different characters and stuff. It's still nice to know she is maturing as a person, and she is actually going through some character development. She's not going to stay the same old character she was throughout the previous episodes. Even though I said I will miss it, I'm glad to see development taking place for her character. So, besides all of that, though, let's talk about Muguro. So, Muguro, he or she still confused right now, because I really don't know. I mean, even Azazel himself was confused in this episode, like, Muguro, that's you, and he doesn't really clarify if Muguro is a girl or a guy, so it's still up in the air right now. Regardless, though, Bacchus almost revealed the secret to Muguro, but he held it back, because he said something is off, something doesn't feel right. He feels like if he was to tell, you know, the angels or whatever about Muguro, something bad most likely would happen, which I can understand. And I like how Bacchus isn't that type of selfish character. That's something I really want to mention right now. He could easily be super crusty, and he could have, you know, turned Muguro in to become a god again, go back up into heaven, but he didn't do so. He didn't turn Muguro over. He wanted to make sure the kid was going to be okay. He didn't want to throw the kid under the bus, which I do appreciate that. It's seeing that from Bacchus' character. Even though he says a lot of things that might be messed up or whatever, you could see deep down he is a good person, he does care about people around him, and he does look out for them. So, that's really nice to see. I'm really glad he is like that, and how he doesn't just want to hand someone over for his own gain. He's willing to worry about the said individual. So, Bacchus got a little bit of development in this episode, and Muguro as well, more mystery on Muguro, and whatever Muguro's role is for this series, because we know Muguro is going to have a big plot point for the series. Muguro is very important. There's just no way we can ignore this character, because right now, besides just the gender thing of being a girl or a guy, the fact is Muguro has both different colored eyes. We know Muguro is very important to the angels and the demons, so there's definitely something that's going to happen. For instance, Muguro is going to probably do something for the actual title of the series, you know, Bahamut, or, you know, somehow in the world. I have no freaking idea. Just what I'm getting at is that Muguro is going to be one of the main central key points of the plot before the series is said and done, while also Nina will too, because she is the Red Dragon that can't really control herself. So we do know that there is going to be probably a link between these two characters. But that's about it. I mean, the episode overall, besides all that, it was a good episode. It was enjoyable, had its funny moments, great moments between characters, like the chemistry and stuff. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Please be honest, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.